it is time to stack more of that Gamerscore, but for free. What is going on, achievement hunters? It is me, Morvi, and you know the deal. We are back chasing that next juicy chunk of Gamerscore, but let's be honest, this hobby can wreck our wallet faster than a microtransaction in a gacha game. But don't you worry, I've got you covered. I've dug through the depths of the Xbox store to find you 5 games that are not only free, but are also totally doable without sinking your entire weekend or paycheck into them. Best part? Knock out all 5 and you're walking away with a sweet 9,200 Gamerscore. That is right, for £0 and almost zero effort. Now, I know what you're thinking. Only 5 games? Where's the classic 10? Look, I did try it, but finding free games with easy achievements is a lot trickier than it sounds. Most free games fall into 3 traps. PvP grinders, fun if you like getting stomped by sweaty veterans. 2, gacha nightmares, they can be finished fast if you sell your soul and your credit card details. And number 3, 100-hour slogs. Look, I love achievement hunts, but I also love my sleep. This is actually part 2 of my free and easy Gamerscore series. If you missed my first video, do yourself a favour and check it out. This one does have the full 10 games and a whopping 6,000 Gamerscore up for grabs. I'll link it down in my description, so make sure you watch that after you've watched this video. If you add up both my videos, that's a 25,000 Gamerscore boost for free. Your Xbox profile is going to glow up and your bank account is going to stay untouched. Win-win. If you end up adding any of these completions to your list, drop them down in the comment section. I love to see what you're grinding. And if you're looking for more easy completions and walkthroughs without all the fluff, smash that sub button as I've got plenty more where that came from. But other than that, let's jump into my 5 free and easy games to get Gamerscore from. Let's do this. Alright, let's get this out of the way. The first game on our list, and well, I'll hold my hands up. It's also the second. Before you start sharpening those pitchforks, hear me out. We're not looking at the usual 1,000 Gamerscore here, but not today. We are talking a very tasty 3,000 Gamerscore per game, and that game is Grim Idol. This game is from the same devs who brought us a previous free title I have spoken about, DPS Idol. In Grim Idol, you take control of a very enthusiastic knight who's on a relentless quest to chop down endless waves of undead, snot monsters, and occasionally a knight who's probably just misunderstood. The plot? It's not exactly crystal clear why our brave warrior is fighting, but hey, if you're good at something, why not do it endlessly, right? This knight sure loves to swing his sword and smack anything that moves. A true workaholic. Now, the gameplay is as simple as it gets. Your knight runs from left to right, slashing through enemies like it's his 9 to 5. Every monster you defeat drops currency, which you can then use to buy and upgrade weapons, making you hit harder, faster, and with a little bit more passion for killing. As you progress, enemies get tougher, and you'll soon hit a brick wall where you're hacking away at monsters for what feels like an eternity. That's when you hit the reset button. Don't worry, this reset doesn't erase your progress, it just means you lose your currency, but get to keep all your shiny new weapons and power-ups, which are essential for pushing through to 100% completion. So, basically, you're hitting restart to level up, but without losing all your cool loot. And now, the idle part. This is, after all, an idle game. So, you'll be playing for about an hour, give or take, setting everything up, then you can close the game and let it do the heavy lifting for you. Your knight will keep fighting, earning all the experience and currency you need while you go off and do anything else. The best part? The achievements. Oh, they're so easy it's almost criminal. You'll need to press the A button 1,000 times, reset the game 10 times, and check back after 12 hours for the grand prize. 250 candles. Sounds like a lot, but if you leave the game running for a day, you're 80% of the way there. Quick tip though, make sure you properly exit the game when you're done. Trust me, you don't want to come back and find the game's just been chilling in the background, frozen like a popsicle. Closing the game properly is the key. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The game's timer might show you've played for 40 to 50 hours, but in reality, you've probably only spent about 45 minutes actually playing. And because I'm a benevolent guide giver, I've got a full walkthrough for you. Some of these achievements look like a hassle, but trust me, they're a walk in the park once you know the shortcuts. Oh, and remember how I mentioned this is the second title in the video? Well, it's not just the second game on my list, it's also got 2 versions. One for Xbox One and one for the Series X. That means you've got 2 separate achievement lists for twice the fun and twice the Gamerscore. That's right, we're talking 6,000 Gamerscore up for grabs for free. And who knows, the developers love adding more achievements, so we might see even more score drop in the future. But for now, that's a whole lot of Gamerscore waiting for you to grab it. And with that, let's move on to the next game. glitch has been lurking on my Xbox for what feels like a century, but in reality, it's probably just been a year. You know those games you download, swear you'll play soon and then forget exist? Yeah, this is one of those. Now, Tech Glitch is a couch co-op brawler that doubles as a grind simulator. Before you even think about booting it up, make sure you've got 2 controllers ready, because this one's strictly a tag team effort. Well, Controller 2 is basically there to take the punches while you dish them out like a robot Rocky. You control these spider-bot looking things whose life goals are simple: eat bolts, punch faces, and repeat until you've lost track of time and all feeling in your thumbs. The achievement list? Oh, it's spicy. We're talking proper grindcore stuff here. You'll need to defeat 1,000 enemy robots, win 100 matches, collect 300 power-ups, teleport 250 times, and of course, hoard 2,000 bolts. Even though you can only grab around 30 per match, that's 65 plus runs for just one achievement. Yeah, bring snacks. It's one of those games where you can go full zombie mode, put on a podcast or some Netflix, and just mindlessly grind while your thumbs do the work. Luckily, you can multitask here. Most achievements can be tackled on the same level, so while you're serving up Robo Smackdowns, take a quick detour to scoop up some power-ups and teleport a bunch for good measure. Efficiency is key. Quick heads up. No AI opponents to ruin your flow, you're just bullying Controller 2. It's a bit sad. But hey, it works. There's also a short solo mode, levels 1 through 9. These turn the game into a basic box-pushing puzzler. If you've played any of those other indie puzzle games I've covered, you'll fly through these. Took me about 10 minutes tops. At this point, I swear I could solve box puzzles in my sleep. Now for the bad news, and I mean Achievement Hunter's nightmare kinda bad. So, the game started tracking my progress, a miracle, honestly. And I got curious. I began checking my achievement list more often until suddenly every time I opened the list, the entire game froze. Like, hard crash, frozen. Good times. After an hour of teleporting, I only needed 100, mind you. I still had no achievement, no progress bar movement, nothing. Zip. Nada. At that point, I waved the white flag. There's nothing more soul-crushing than grinding for hours only to realise the game might have soft-locked your progress because you dared to check your stats. I will go back to it eventually, probably with a mix of hope and caffeine. But until I find a fix or a patch, it's stuck at a painful 50% completion. Sad times. That said, if everything does work for you, Tech Glitch shouldn't take more than 3 to 4 hours to max out the full 1200 Gamerscore. It really just depends on how quickly you can blitz through matches, grab all the goodies, and make those robot brawlers regret spawning. And just a final note, no PC version for this one. It's a one and done exclusive, so once you're finished, you can officially check it off your backlog forever. Now here's one that genuinely surprised me with how quickly I knocked it out. Sims 4, a game that really needs no introduction. It's the original, if I'm winning at life here, maybe real life will catch on simulator. At first glance, the achievement list looks like a full-blown life commitment. I'm talking raise a family, get a job, become a vampire, you know, the usual. I very nearly noped out of there faster than a sim running from a kitchen fire. But then, I did a little digging, and folks, the cheese is strong with this one. With a few clever tricks and some generous help from the community, you can cut an 80-hour grind fest down to a cozy 3-hour stroll to 100% completion. The trick? Head to the community hub and start downloading. Free families, pre-built characters, and achievement-ready households are just waiting to be adopted. You load them in, and boom. The achievements start popping like confetti at a sim birthday party. And let me tell you, it's weirdly satisfying, especially since many of the achievements are tagged as rare. There's something extra sweet about stacking rare achievements while doing next to nothing. Now I could stand here and pretend to be a Sims 4 guru, dishing out pro tips like I am the Bob Ross of virtual life management. But let's be real, my strategy was mostly download, hope for the best, watch the magic happen. Luckily, the legend himself, Bill's over at Achievement Land, has crafted an incredibly easy to follow guide that will walk you through every step of the process. Follow his lead and you'll be bathing in that sweet, sweet Gamerscore in no time. You'll rack up 1000 Gamerscore in about 3 hours, give or take. A few achievements do need some attention, like making sure your Sims don't go full-blown existential crisis on you. But most of the hard work has already been done by the community creations. Just one catch, you will need an EA Play account for this. So, yes, you'll need to sign away your email address to Papa EA in exchange for some free Gamerscore. Fair trade. That's The Sims 4. Surprisingly fast, surprisingly addictive. And here we are, the final game on the list, Fuzball. Now, with a name like Fuzball, you might be expecting a wholesome little puzzle game with some fuzzy animal friends and maybe a warm hug or two. Well, you'd be wrong. Instead, what we've got is a full-blown couch co-op arena fighter, where cute animals channel their inner WWE superstar and try to launch each other into the stratosphere. You get to pick from a cast of fuzzy critters, each with their own special traits. For instance, the hedgehog is harder to jump on thanks to its spikes, nature's note button. I didn't pay too much attention to all the stats though, I just kept picking the adorable cow because, well, look at it. The core gameplay? Each animal rolls into a bouncy cylinder and zips around the arena like a rogue pinball. You can slam into opponents, bounce, ground pound, and even charge up a super launch. Most of the achievements are tied to single player content, but having a second controller comes in handy for a few cheeky ones. Now, the single player campaign is mostly manageable. Mostly. You'll need to beat every character on super hard difficulty, but here's a tip. Reduce the lives to 1. That way, you just need to yeet your opponent off the stage once. They only have 1 shot. So do you. High stakes, high fluff. I personally stuck with the white table level and just started punting my fellow fuzzballs into the abyss. Some arenas have traps and pitfalls to help, but trust me, that table? Pure chaos. The only downside, the AI is scummy. Like, they'll hit you with frame-perfect combos that you can't replicate even if you sold your soul to the esports gods. It's like playing dodgeball with psychic gymnasts. There are 8 characters total, each with their own achievement. So, yes, you'll be super harding your way through the entire cast. Then, head into the credits screen, and suddenly it's a secret survival mode. The devs appear as enemies, and you've got to bounce every single one of them off the screen. Once you do that, you unlock insane difficulty, and let me tell you, it earns the name. Now, Insane Mode has a twist. You need to beat each animal again, but this time on specific levels with specific life settings. How are you supposed to know those? Honestly, I had no clue either. Big shout out to Angel XC over on True Achievements who left a comment that saved my sanity. The mode itself? Pure rage fuel. The CPU becomes even cheaper. You'll get comboed into oblivion before you can blink. The restart button is your new best friend and thankfully it's instant. No load times, just failure, restart, repeat. Once you've survived that storm, you'll unlock the final boss. A wild-looking ball of doom that teleports out of your attacks like it's auditioning for Dragon Ball Z. Both of you get 5 lives, and it's probably the toughest fight in the whole game. But it is beatable, and it feels good when you finally pull it off. All in all, I actually really enjoyed this one. It was tough, sure, and at times made me want to launch my controller into orbit, especially on the cursed freezer level. Whoever designed that, we need to talk. But the challenge felt fair-ish. Just bring patience. Total time? Took me about an hour and a half, and you'll walk away with a nice fluffy 1000 Gamerscore. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. It's fast, it's fun, and it lets you launch farm animals into space. What more could you want? Next game? Oh wait, that's the last one. Time to go touch grass. And that is another 5 free titles to help boost Gamerscore. If you're still here, then thank you for watching. If this video put any games on your radar, then please let me know down in the comment section. It is a nice change of pace from the usual achievement hunting games we play here, and having to actually work for Gamerscore is a very nice change. If I missed any free and easy games, please let me know down in the comment section and I'll check them out and add them to a future video. Make sure to check out my first top 10 free games video if you're after more of them free achievements in Gamerscore. If you want to see any more achievement hunting videos or walkthroughs, please check out my channel, and if you like what you see, please consider hitting that sub button. But other than that, I think we are done here. Until next time, I've been Morvi, and I'll see you later. Happy hunting.